What's up? My name is Metropolis.
Easy, I'm DJ No Names.
Or if it's Vulgature.
And collectively we're known as Foreign Beggars.
Yeah, cold tanks up to my grill. Run up in the jam so slick. Came straight out of the field. Hit to the boy like yo.
I mean, yeah, we started out as a rap group, and essentially we are a rap group. You know, we're two rappers and a DJ, and that's about as fucking hip hop as it gets. You know, but I think I think we've always just been open-minded, you know, and we've always wanted to experiment with different kinds of music. So we just kept a, broad mind, and always tried to challenge ourselves. Like, every beat is still a beat, whether it's at 180 BPM or whether it's at like 90 BPM, or even though that's the same thing. Like whatever BPM range is still a beat. So you just have to challenge yourself to like flow on it, and that's kind of what we did. I don't think we necessarily, did anything that like mind-blowing. That, I don't think we changed genres per se. We just decided to project what we do over like different styles,
But I think the fact that we've grown up with all these subgenres and like, understanding what the drum and bass scene is and what the music is and being a fan of it and understanding what dubstep is and what garage is and all of these things, I think also for us as MCs, as rappers, if we're gonna fuck with that kind of music, we have to do it in a respectful way. You know what I mean? You can't just start just rapping over the beat, because it's not like a normal hip-hop track. You have to understand the background and history of it to be able to work with it and do something which is legitimate, and we love it. So I think there's certain things with the music, with electronic music and like the dubstep and the bass side of stuff, and the big electro side, that have kind of gone out to the world and people have caught onto it recently. But people have been into electronic music and raving for many years. I mean, I think like, maybe there hasn't been such a huge explosion. I remember when there was like a worldwide drum and bass explosion, for example. I mean, there was a lot of places that it didn't fully hit, but there was a point where, drum and bass DJs became international superstar DJs. I remember when that happened. But I just think with the fact that internet's there and it's new music for a lot of people, and the fact that people from all over the world are making the music, it's not just, UK-centric, people from the UK generally making a certain sound. The sounds come from there, but it's developed, and I think that the youth are into it, and there's just a new generation, new blood, new sound, new music, and I think everybody loves to go raving, so...
Yeah, we run that! Drop raw on the track for the comeback, hit it like...
Yeah, I'm on that. Hot wax on the floor, catch a contact, get 'em like... Loud!
Basically, it's a new project called I Am Legion, which is Noisia and Foreign Beggars, and it's just music that we wanted to make in the studio, real honest music. We've not been trying to make like any particular genre or any particular like style of bangers or whatever. Like, we just made music that we wanted to make. So I think we made a crazy electronic rap album, and to me, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of what Koflo was doing back in like 1995. It's like, it's got that kind of a vibe to it, but it's very forward-thinking and cutting edge. So yeah, that's coming out in September. I Am Legion album, for me, has been one of the most, it's like been the most special recording experience, because every single track was like started from scratch, sitting in the studio together, all of us together. And like there was, open kind of communication about every element, from the lyrics to the beats to everything, So it's like it's been a real slow, organic process, and that's a rare thing I find in the music game, So.
We go deep when we're vetting out the speakers, and got the heavy bass blowing out the speakers. Man, I like raw, how them brothers move slick, too slick. How we drop the new shit, we got them heaters. That's right.
We've been holding off on collabs on collaborating for the last few weeks, because we've had a lot of stuff going on, So as soon as this next release is out, we've got a whole bunch of new bits that we're going to be working on. We've set up a new record label called Par Excellence, of which the first release is going to be this I Am Legion album, and also DJ No Names has his.
Me and Son of Kit got a little project. We've got a release on Dirty Bird Records and a whole bunch of little projects. The label, we got there's a club night at Notting Hill Arts Club, monthly club night, and that's next month. We got Art 101, and we've got various little projects bubbling, nights, labels, projects, and musics.
If I had a DeLorean, I would have no idea where to go in the future, just because who knows what's going to happen, It would be great to see what happens in like the year, like 3,500 or whatever. It would be great to see like how humanity evolves at that point, whether people even like, still people, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I think if I was to go back in time, I'd probably go back to like the mid 80s yeah, I'll go and chill in mid-80s, man. So much like good vibe music, like great music, great like fashion, like, you know, so much cool shit was going on back then. It'd be nice to be back there with this brain now, you know, with this experience now.
I'd go to 3,426. And if I was to go back in time, I'd probably go back to like, I don't know when Game of Thrones was set or was meant to be set, but sometime around then. Yeah, so I could chop people's heads off and shit.
I'd either go back to like late 60s, but I think I'd also go back to the 80s, man, because that was like, it's like that final point in the exponential curve before like the technology really kicks in and everything changes, you know. But at the same time, everybody brought themselves to this point where, say for example, before like mobile communication came out and all of that stuff, I think like people were still like, music and fashion had already started to evolve to a point where it's like a very similar mindset to now, but things have changed so much. But I think like with the skill set that we have now and the people who we are now, if we took it back to that era, we'd be some fucking rich bastards by now. Orphis Vogchon, ¿qué tal, tío? Joder, ¿dónde está el fiesta? Let's party. Madrid, 2013. A hierro, bitches. Foreign Beggars. Yeah.
Shout out to the beat mashers, yeah?
Beat Mashers.